Hello once again. Well, we've talked about the Lefevre L20.1 leg pads, and now it's time for the glove. What can I say about the glove? One quick sentence. This is hands down the best goalie glove I've used. Even had my hand in, anything. I know that across the board, pretty much every company, Brian's, Vaughn, CCM, Bauer, Warrior, are making really good equipment, but I've tried some Warrior gloves. I've had Bauer gloves on ice. They're getting a lot better. But the Lefevre glove for me, it just blows away everything as far as like the quality, the consistency, the functionality, the comfort, the way that it just feels on your hand, the way you're using it to catch pucks, picking up stuff off the ice, everything. So the same with the leg pads. I ordered this all set all together, and that was through Rance at the Goalie Crease, which is up in Ontario. And like the leg pads, I ordered these when I was on the verge of getting ready to go to overseas to Kosovo. And then when I got back in August of, actually July of 2021, late July, I was able to pull these things out of the box and get my hands on them and get a feel for them. So I knew immediately when I pulled these out of the box that I made a good purchase. Same with the leg pads, same with the glove. And then we'll talk about the blocker here in a bit. But yeah, just blown away by the quality, the craftsmanship, the way they felt. These things are really light. The glove itself probably weighs about 2 pounds or less, maybe a shade under that. And this is a senior professional level belt glove. So the specs I did on this, short grip palm, and it's a 580 break, which to me is the best goalie break for a goalie glove. Catching pucks is natural. The pocket is huge. The way the glove itself is set up and the way the holding position when you're moving across the crease, it's just set up, it's just natural. You just stick the glove out there, and sure enough, if you're even halfway competent at catching pucks, and I'm maybe a quarter competent, because like I said, I'm just a shitty beer league goalie that just enjoys playing hockey. But this is good stuff. So a lot of the same color scheme and everything else that was on the leg pads carried over to the glove. So I like the use of the weave. And I'll bring that in real quick so you can get a better look at this. But like just the weave, and you can just kind of see the way the light hits this. This stuff just feels great just running your finger on it. And I did weave with the red and then stitch the L20.1 in red. This is just like their nylon backing, but I kind of like that segmented look on the back. I'll get a little of this aesthetic stuff out of the way first, really start talking about the important stuff. But yeah, talking about the back, that segmented piece there with the nylon, and also just the way this glove just kind of sits. You can kind of see there, what's different with the 580 glove is that its pocket's out like that. And I'll spin it around here in a second and talk about it. But, just like everything else that Lefevre has done, they're not like coming out swinging for the fences every year with like some great giant groundbreaking technology, or they got some new leather on their sliding edge that's supposed to make you slide super fast or nothing like that. They've just done incremental improvements throughout the year, tightening up this, tweak that, and just little like sands in the hourglass, and it just all adds up to like this amazing product that you see right here. So Lefevre's been building gloves like this for about damn near 40 years. I mean, Patrick Lefevre used a 580 glove when he was winning cups in Montreal. That's how old this break is. So if you were to take like a CCM glove from the last couple of years, or even go as far back as a Reebok glove, even like the 580 breaks on a Coho in the late 90s, like the gloves for the most part look about 90% similar. But once this last split with CCM, it kind of gave Lefevre a little free reign to actually really focus in on the quality and the consistency and the craftsmanship of the product itself. So I mean, this stuff is built extremely well. You will not find better built goalie gear on the market right now. I would say that maybe from what I've had my hands on in my local hockey shop, once again, Brian and Vaughn are right up there with them. They're probably maybe a notch below, but Brian definitely does build quality stuff. Usually a good rule of thumb for any goalie equipment is that if it's built in North America, it's going to be done really well. So even if it's like a knockoff brand like Factory Mad, or from what I've seen with like JRZ or Passau, you're going to get yourself a really good piece of equipment if it's built here in North America. So yes, I've had these gloves for a year, used them a lot of skates and games. Not one stitch is out of place. Like when they're talking about handcrafted for you, they are built for you, for your sizing and your specifications that you wanted, or at least what Lefevre has available. So that's enough of the back of the glove. So let's talk about the highlight of this glove. I mean, people want to talk about puck handling, whether or not they're turco gripping, whatever it is they're doing. That's fine. Oh, well, this glove puck handle is better than the other one. This break 590 is better than 600. Whatever your personal preference is, it doesn't matter. Number one job of glove: catching pucks or smothering pucks down for an ice. I mean, that should be it. That's what they built this glove for. Yes, you can puck handle with this glove. I had no problems using this all functionally at all. So to turn this guy around, you can see what I'm talking about, this 580 break. The basket on this glove is huge. So if you're laying this out flat, pull this thing over here, sorry about that. But you can kind of get a good idea of the pocket, the way these parts here, and if I didn't have a black glove, you'd probably be able to see some of the puck marks. Pucks hit these things either right here in the fingers or like on your thumb, and right into the basket and die. So this pocket is huge. It looks a lot bigger than what it would on a 590 or like a 600. And another thing too that I noticed about this, like, goalies will talk about, or goalie coaches will talk about hand position for coverage or glove projection or whatnot. If you're a 590 guy, I think for the most part, guys that are using the 590 glove break will kind of have like a more fingers up orientation, but you can kind of see how that kind of rotates and how that would affect the pocket on the 580. The 580, you just stick it out there straight, and if you look on the back side, you'll see how the hand insert area here is offset from like the board there. So if you're just naturally throwing your glove out there, your pocket, put my hand in here real fast so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Your pocket right here is, I'll pull this in a little bit. This is just me going straight out to my side, straight off to the side. But you can kind of see where my hand goes in, that it just naturally just angles the pocket of the glove forward. So if someone's shooting off the ice, right? I mean, you want to talk about box control, angles of the puck, how the puck flies once it's shot or once it's released by a shooter. Naturally, this glove is going to be a little bit pocket lean forward and catch pucks. And another good thing I've always appreciated about this too is you can kind of tell a little bit of the hand position. This palm feels amazing. Like it's meaty. Like it doesn't feel like I'm like holding like a door hinge or something crazy like that. This kind of feels like, if you picked up a baseball bat and grabbed like the fat end where you'd hit the baseball with. I mean, it just feels nice and natural on your hand, and it's light. This glove is really light. And it's just nothing but smooth, closed consistency over and over and over and over and over. And that's it. It's just a single crease hinge down the palm. They're not trying to do any messing around with any of that crazy double hinge breaks or things like that I saw when I was either trying to use a Bauer Ultrasonic, which kind of annoyed me because I didn't really have a consistent glove break or glove angle on that. I can kind of see the reasoning why Bauer thought that would be a good idea, but I think in practice over time, it's just not going to hold up. This glove, just like the leg pads, extremely durable. There's other people in my league that have even used old Lefevre built like Reebok gloves that are like over 10 years old. They're still getting a lot of use out of them. They're fine. This stuff is constructed so well that I totally have confidence that, if you're playing beer league like I do, this will probably last you about a good 5-6 years easily at the very minimum, probably even beyond that for the most part. As you can kind of see, same with the leg pads. The quality, all the stitching through here, every last little stitch has a piece or has been thought about, obsessed over, nagged on, fussed over, everything. And so whether or not they're not doing any groundbreaking technology with their gloves, there's just minor improvements to make the glove more functional. So I think one of the biggest reasons I had problems with like Bauer gloves or other gloves, every Bauer glove I've had so far, and going back to the palm again, I've had to loosen up the T going into the pocket. So what that means, so if you look at the double T here going in, as you notice, it's not anchored. The anchor point of the T is not exactly at the crease of the palm itself. It's just offset, and just look how that closes. Your pocket T is not going to interfere with that. It's not going to make your palm tight or hard to close. None of that. This glove has been great. I got elastic straps here. It opens up enough. There's plenty of hand mobility in this. I get my hand out of there if I take a drink of water behind my net, all that. This is a phenomenal, great glove. Probably best piece of goalie gear I've ever used. Makes catching pucks easy. Consistent, close constantly. If I'm picking up a puck off the ice, I don't have to worry about it. I don't even have to look at the puck. I just pick it up, and there it is, and give it to the ref. No problem. Yeah, minor improvements here. This is a very, very strong piece of foam protection inside there, so you don't have to worry about getting your thumb smashed. Finger protection on the front. This little extra piece of leather here that goes across your fingertips. This is also padded and reinforced too, so in case you took the puck off the back of the hand or some player slashed you by accident when you were trying to smother a puck, you're not going to feel any of that at all. The double T is nice. It's spaced out enough. It's flexible enough. It makes the pocket look huge. This leather, all this leather on this T, this is not, I mean, it's got a little bit of give to it, but you're not going to have to deal with any type of what happened to Jack Campbell earlier this season when he was with Toronto, where his pocket T collapsed and got scored on, which, you know, hope that never happens to anybody that's in net, because that'd be so frustrating. The internals, once again, just consistent. That's it. Webbing. The materials on this stuff inside and out, just like the leg pads, this is quality stuff. They took the time and effort to make very quality gear. You know, you can even show this, see the thickness of the Gym Pro leather here, stitched in like this, holds the glove together, very nice. This is skate lace pocket, so it's nice and soft. Puck dies when it goes in there. You don't have to worry about any pop outs or nothing crazy like that. The only time I've had a pop out, I don't know if I'd really call that a pop out, but you can kind of see this puck mark right here. I had a puck bounce off there, but usually if the puck is in this area, 100% of the time, it's going right into the basket. You will not drop a thing. So yeah, this is great. Have really enjoyed this glove. I have a set of L20.2s on the way. I'm gonna really be excited to try those out here in the next month or so. But this has been a good set. Loved this glove. So yeah, we talked about the size of the 580 pocket, the consistency of the close. You can kind of see the little tweaks that Lefevre has done over time, where they're like, oh, we'll just offset the T here, the anchor point. Doesn't interfere with the glove close. Oh, we'll put some little elastic straps on the back so that way it opens back up faster. Things of that nature. Cuff, nice, mobile, lots of room. Sorry if you can't see that. Let's get that in there. Nice, mobile, lots of room. Does not interfere with my chest protector. I wear the stupid watch when I'm on the ice, and nothing gets caught up in there at all. Pull my hand out, and even all the sure grip material on the inside. This is all nice, thick piece of leather. Feels really consistent on your hand, and this stuff is really nice. Like, you stick your hand in there, you don't have to worry about your hand sliding out. The glove's not gonna fall off your hand if you're like, got like a long skate session or doing anything else. Once your hand's in there, it's in there. It just feels amazing. Amazing to use, comfortable. It's not cumbersome. It does not get in the way of your play or body. It's literally feels like an extension of your arm when you have it on your hand. So real quick to finish this off, let's talk about break-in and use. So the break-in for this, non-existent. It came out of the box closing pretty well. The only thing I've done to break this in is to use hot water in the sink, soak the glove in there inside and out for about a minute, and that's it. The glove broke in fine. I think I tied it off once initially for like a day when I had it, but once that happened, no issues, none whatsoever. Yeah, this has been a really good piece of equipment. I feel kind of sad to give it up, but this was worth the money. This stuff is durable, will last forever, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. So, thanks again for clicking and giving it a watch. And if you guys have any comments or things you notice, maybe you also own an L20.1 or have another Lefevre built glove, go ahead and leave a discussion little post below, and we'll learn something from each other, because that's another reason. It's the main reason that I post this stuff, because I've only been playing 2 years of beer league hockey and I suck. So if I'm not asking people questions or bugging the crap out of someone, then I'm not getting any better. So, like I said, thanks again, and take care of yourself.